It is a gray December day at Soldier Field, a perfect setting for an NFC Central showdown. The Packers and the Bears. The weather today in the high 30s, chilly, cloudy, and a gray day. So the Bears offense directed by Jim Harbaugh, an offense that has not scored a touchdown against the Packers in their last 21 possessions. Here's the offensive line. Jay Lewinberg on that right side will be matched up today against Reggie White. In the backfield, Anderson and Hayward. Obi starts. Waddle as well as a receiver. Jennings is the tight end. Only managed one field goal on their first drive of the season in each game. And here's on 3rd and 11. Anderson short of the first. George Coons brought him down about 3 yards shy of the first down.
And that tells you two things right there on that play. One, that Neil Anderson's maybe lost a little bit of a step, because a couple years ago I don't think George Coons runs him down quite like that.
Dent has matched the number of sacks this season by Reggie White. 10.5 sacks. Dante Jones, 3 interceptions at middle linebacker. And there's the secondary. Lincoln, Carrier, Gale, and Wolford. 8th play of the opening series. You saw Spellman. 1st and 10. Here's the Bears defense coming up with the big play. Steve McMichael. McMichael playing at his 187th consecutive game, breaking Walter Payton's mark for most consecutive games played.
Watch the penetration McMichael has here. I mean, he's made a lot of offensive linemen over the years miserable, yours truly included. He's an amazing guy that can keep going the way he's going right now, and he's somebody for these young Bears to look at, and he's one of the main reasons I think this Bears defense is the way it is. He provides a lot of attitude.
And that consecutive game streak, of course, does not take into account the strike season of '87. 2nd down, 12. Picked off. It's Dante Jones, and he hands it off. This is Jeremy Lincoln. Lincoln all the way for the touchdown. 86 yards. The Bears defense comes up big again.
Dante Jones, just like he did on Thanksgiving Day, steps in front of a poor pass and has the, I guess, the foresight to hand the ball off. Great run by Lincoln, but the biggest factor on that play wasn't the touchdown, I don't think. It could be a possible injury and bang up of Favre. Watch his shoulder. Right there.
Screen pass, Thompson into Chicago territory, and Carrier finally makes the tackle at the 32. 33-yard screen pass play for the Packers. Setting up and end around. Robert Brooks, and the Bears ran it all the way. Sean Gale. So the Packers are moving the football again as they were on their first series. 1st down, Favre. There's Sharp, breaks the tackle and is in for the touchdown. Sterling Sharp, 18-yard touchdown. Second down and 10. There's a Harbaugh pass on target to Tom Waddle, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's what this Bear offense really needs, is for Jim Harbaugh to step up and become a passer, become a quarterback. As few yards as they throw for, there's a real premium.
Ball up in the air and intercepted. Wilson in the backfield. Wilson fumbles the football.
Dogpile.
Chicago football. Steve McMichael on his record-setting day, and he spikes it right to the referee. to Obi for a gain of about 4, maybe 5. Buckley on the coverage. Spellman was just a second late. First down, no gain, Darrell Thompson. Dante Jones plugging the middle. Second and 10. Worley. Nice piece of running by Worley. And I think they spot him past the 30, which would be good enough for the first. Kind of lift has Worley given the Bears since they signed him a month ago?
Well, he's a big physical kind of running back that, as you saw in that one play in the beginning of this possession, he can get the corner. Good speed, 6'2", 2 1/4, but he can move it. He's a deceiving back. Looks like he's loping, but he's moving.
Second down, 13. He had a nice run earlier on this series. Here's the pass to the tight end, Keith Jennings. And he's tackled at the 24. Third down, 6. Has the first down with Terry Obi. 8-yard play, and the Bears with a new set of downs at the 16.
You talk about the crowd not being behind the Bears in the past here home in Chicago, but what these fans really want and what these fans are getting right now is a reason to cheer. We're getting some plays, a big penalty, a couple of good passes, and this is the kind of offense the Bears are going to run for this season. But the man-on-man blocking is working because nobody's getting close.
Second down, 10. That's Worley to the 11. It'll be 3rd and 5. This is 29 yards. This time right down the middle. Barr fires it to Harris. Harris tumbles to the 22. Second down, 9. Barr, look out. Picked off by Lincoln. That's the 3rd turnover in Chicago territory.
That's the instance where Brett Favre is not going to want to go to the sideline and explain this to Mike Holmgren. First question from Mike Holmgren. Brett, what were you thinking?
3rd down, 6. They do run it. Green doing a lot of cutting. Some swift moves in that one. Timeout called by the Packers with 4 seconds to go in the half. Oh, that slipped right out of his hands, and the ruling and a fumble. The ruling and a fumble. Jones has it. Dante Jones steps over Favre. Touchdown, Chicago. Second of the day by the defense. Dante Jones.
Sometimes you have to pump your team up. Sometimes you figure it's a big game. Maybe you don't. Well, right now the Packers are executing at times, but at other times they're sleepwalking. That was clearly a fumble. And everybody on the Packers offense hesitates, looking around like, when are they going to blow the whistle? Guys, don't wait for the whistle. Good heads-up play by Dante Jones. It's about to be a 10-point Bear lead. Ball's coming out before that hand goes forward. Watch Dante Jones. He's real slow getting up here. A dive. Grabs that left knee as he goes into the end zone.
And he's getting help now off the field. And you trail by 10. Bennett, no gain. Tim Ryan. Sun has come out too. Wow, what a stick. Spellman, Snow, and others.
Before the ball snapped, there's still people moving. There's a big bubble hole over the left guard, but that hole gets filled in a second by Percy Snow. Nice fill job from the backside linebacker. They'll throw short, hope to run it long.
Thompson, drag Brought down for a loss of a yard by Joe Kane. Thompson stuffed and dropped for about a 3-yard loss. Ron Cox got there first. He smothered him. There he is.
That Bears defense is not going to let them run the ball down in this area. They're going to make them. They're going to make them throw it. Watch the penetration. Early in the game, the Packer line was coming off and controlling the inside. Not anymore. Zorich, Cox, Armstrong. If they don't throw it, they're not scoring. You can only kick so many field goals. The Bears eventually have to make something happen offensively. If the Packers are going to win this, it'll be won by Brett Favre.
Favre hits his man. It's Clayton getting away and into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. First down, Chicago. They come out throwing. Harbaugh flushed out. Now lobs it. Got Jennings at the 40. And inside of the 30, down to the 28. Keith Jennings from Harbaugh.
A nice job of adjustment, not only by Jim Harbaugh, but also by Jennings. As this thing breaks down, watch Jennings, 85, move with his quarterback. You hear that said a lot, but that was a good example of 85 moving. He saw Harbaugh break the pocket, and Keith Jennings breaks back the other way towards his quarterback for a big play.
That's the longest play of the day for Chicago. Second down, 7. Obi breaks away, and down at the 13. He got away from Mitchell, and then Coons tackled him at the 13.
And this Terry Obi is just a player that maybe on paper doesn't look like much, but as Dave Wanstead says, he's just a guy that somehow finds a way to make big plays for me. And here he just sloughs off Roland Mitchell. He's not a big physical receiver. He's not a specimen, but if he won't go down, you had better wrap him up.
To 6. Chicago playing now with a new circle on offense.
Watch this offensive guard coming out of the backfield wearing number 45. Offensive guard, watch his nose guard coming out of the backfield. Ironhead Hayward off the left tackle.
Oh.
I mean, he makes linebackers, in that case George Coons, look like those speed bumps.
Well, he made that one look automatic. And the Bears are back in front. Dave Wanstead was really impressed by Zorich's line last week against the Lions, where he had 10 tackles. Said in our system, that's hard to do.
Well, here's a young man right there that is a testament to how unimportant at times these scouting combines can be for guys coming out of college, because here's a guy that would definitely get spit out by the computer. You know, they'd say, no, sorry. Says he's 6'1", 285. I put him more closer to 6 foot. But he's got one of those batteries, one of those motors that's always going, sideline to sideline.
Second down and 10, first play of the fourth quarter, and Worley darts ahead for 6. Third down and 4. Over to Conway. Conway makes the move to pick up the first down, out to the 50. He saw a little opening. He cut back to the middle and jetted for the first for 15 yards.
And one of the reasons you call them glamour guys? Well, because the big guys can't do this. That's why. Nice move by Conway, slicing up inside. No inside pursuit from the defense.
Harbaugh picks up the football and gets it away to Jennings. And they wanted a late hit here at home. Chicago first down from its 20. Harbaugh dumps it to Hayward. Ironhead makes a move. And a face mask call coming up against Wayne Simmons. Bears lead 2017. Play action. Harbaugh looking for Obi. What a catch! Down at the 13, Terry Obi out fighting two Packers for it.
That's what we said, Jim. It might not be pretty, but somehow, some way, Terry Obi finds a way to make plays for his coach Dave Wannstedt and his quarterback Jim Harbaugh. This thing could have been fair caught. It was hanging up there, but Obi was going to be the one to come down with it. That was pure want to. He just wanted to come down with this a lot worse than Mitchell.
Tell you, this kid can play in the NFL.
What a great play.
Yeah, that 48-yard reception, a career long for Obi, who scraped his elbows last week, making a diving end zone catch that was a beauty against the Lions.
Well, like we said, he finds a way to do it. If he's got to lay out and do it, he'll do it. If he has to go to a jump ball and outfight somebody, he'll do that too.
This is a 29-yard field goal attempt. Butler makes it. 23-17 Chicago. Okay, first down for Green Bay. And Favre sets up the screen. Thompson, blockers in front. Thompson to the 35. Harry Galbraith out in front for him. Here's a first down play. Favre, short drop, fires it. Wolford with the big hit on Clayton. That got him about 3 yards.
The Bears need penetration, and they need to stay at home backside.
Rolling out, Favre fires it. Sharp dropped it. Right in his hands at the 20.
Last-minute heroics.
Third down 9. Run, but just shy of the first. Worley. And even that late attempt at pushing the ball forward won't help either. Favre picked off Carrier. Carrier with open field ahead. Carrier is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdowns by the Bears defense.
Every time that Brett Favre has made anything close to a critical error, there's been a Chicago Bear where he should be, and they've taken full advantage of it. In a game of big plays off big mistakes, Carrier easily picks this off and fights his way into the end zone. And when you make a big mistake, you pay a price. And here's the price that Brett Favre pays. How has Dave Wannstedt and the Bears done it? They've done it with defense, and they've done it the way Dave Wannstedt wants them to do it. They do it when they're attacking, they do it when they're sitting back, but the bottom line for them is they do it.
And that pass, well, what a hit by Carrier.
Next, Brooks is looking at a football, thinking about catching it, and the next thing he knows, he's on that G decal on the side of his head right there. Woo! That is following through. That is not hitting to a receiver.
Ooh.
That is hitting through a receiver. That sort of gets a group shiver out of the boys.
Yes, got one for me, I'll tell you that. The defense of the Bears came up with the big plays. They took advantage of Favre's turnovers, scored 3 touchdowns on defense, and there's now a 3-way tie for the lead in the NFC Central. So for Randy Cross and Leslie Visser, Jim Nance saying so long for now from Soldier Field, where the Bears have won 4 straight.
Right, it was a big game with bigger stakes, and these are 2 of the stars of the game, quarterback Jim Harbaugh and linebacker Dante Jones. Dante, first to you. You don't mind that, Jim, do you? No. First to you, Dante. What about the play with the lateral to Jeremy Lincoln?
Well, that's a play we practice every day in practice, as far as picking the ball up and scooping it and throwing it back to a teammate. I've been trying to do it for the past couple weeks, and today it worked perfectly.
How has Dave Wannstedt turned your defense around?
Well, basically, there's a lot more excitement, rotating a lot of guys, keeping everybody fresh, and everybody just happy to be playing and finally, winning some games.
Well, congratulations to you. And to you, Jim, you weren't supposed to score this many points today.
Well, give a lot of credit to our defense. They played a great game, and they made some, Pro Bowl caliber plays today. I was loving watching it.
What about your pass to Obi? That was pretty terrific.
Yeah, I love the way he went up and fought for the ball. He had Mitchell was right there with him, and Terry just outfought him. It was a great catch.
Well, you're both now tied for the division. Do you think you're going to win the Central Division?
Well, we got a 3-way tie, and really we go down to Tampa Bay next week, and that's what we got to think about, just one game at a time.
Great. Thanks a lot, Jim. Back to you, Greg. Here with another defensive standout of the game, Mark Carrier. Mark, you just said to me the Bears win strange. How did they win it today?
Well, this time we won. We got 30 points, but it was much more of a closer dogfight than it looked, and the score shows, because these guys are a very good team, and they were fighting hard.
You had a big interception to help seal the game at the end. Tell us about it.
Well, it's just one where in our basic defense, where I can drive on the ball. Every time the guy runs a square, I can drive on it. I don't get too many of it, and he far overthrew him. And now they talk about getting to the end zone, follow your blockers, because I always like to cut back, and I just follow Rich, and I thought I had just dove it to the end zone.
Pretty impressive. Well, this team has won 4 games in a row. Now, how much better are you than you were a month ago?
Well, we're a lot better because we're more comfortable with our coaching staff, more comfortable with our game plan, more comfortable with each other, what we're doing. And I think that the 3 weeks on the road just really brought us together as a team.
Congratulations. Thank you, Mark. Back to you.